Hi, I'm Brenda. I thought I would do a sharing about sharing and talk to you about a little dilemma I'm going through right now.
Hi, welcome to my channel, My New Me, where you get to watch as I try to make sense out of the chaos that has become my life and my home. How lucky are you?
Maybe you guys can give me some insight into it, or maybe just getting it out of my head and into other ears will help me a little bit. So it's going to be a few things I never do in this video. I'm pretty sure I've never just sat and talked to the camera. I mean, except for my live streams. But in my recorded and edited videos, I'm pretty sure I never just sat and talked to the camera. So I have no idea why, but I just decided to do that today. I want to talk to you a little bit about sharing. It's kind of like a prequel to my dilemma. I don't normally share about my health issues. I mean, you folks all know I do have health issues. It does limit my ability to function. I don't share the specifics of it. And not just with you folks, with people in my normal life. I don't share the specifics of it. I mean, honestly, the only one that knows every detail, the only ones that know every detail are my son, my sister. My brother has a vague idea of it, and two very good friends. Everyone else know about as much as you folks know. Actually, I have several reasons why. When I first started this channel, I didn't share just because that was my own sense of privacy. There are some things that I just need to keep private, keep to myself. I mean, I showed you guys every bit of crud in my house and told you every bit of bad something. I've hung all my dirty laundry out there for you to see, literally and figuratively. And there are some things that I just need to not share with the world or anyone else. But there are a few reasons why. Oh, I just leaned back. Let me stand up. Brenda Stewart, I know you can't see it, but I'm wearing a cute little purple t-shirt that says Cat Mom on it. Love this t-shirt. Thank you. I have several reasons why I don't share. One reason is with my channel. Like in the very beginning when I first started a year ago, a little over a year ago, it was just my privacy, my need to keep some things to myself. As the channel grew, as I got more and more people, it still just blows me away. People say I help them, that they can relate, that they can put themselves in my place, and makes them feel like if I can do it, they can do it, which is amazing. That is the best thing that has come from this channel, is that it's something I really did not expect. But if I am helping people in that manner, I want to continue to help people in that manner. And I think it's human nature, but a lot of people, they tend to compare illnesses. And that's something I don't want done. I mean, there are people out there whose health is much worse than mine. And I don't want them saying, well, yeah, sure, she can do it. She's not as bad as I am. So that means I can't do it at all. And I don't want that. I want them to, if they think that we're in the same boat and that our situations are very similar, I would love for them to know that they can still try. They don't have to succeed right away. Everything doesn't have to be perfect right away. Just trying is going to improve your mental and emotional outlook on life 100 times over. Like I was saying in, I think it was my living room video, maybe. Might have been the bedroom. I don't remember. One of those videos. Learning to care again. That is a huge step. And when life kicks you in the teeth and just knocks you flat and laughs at you, the ability to care about all the little things or anything kind of gets knocked out the door as well. Where if we can learn to care again, and if watching me and my struggle helps anyone learn to care again, that's awesome. That's amazing. And so I don't want any of you to compare your health issues, your illness, your physical impairments, your anything, your mental impairments, your struggles that you're going through. I don't want you to compare it with mine and think you are so much worse than I am. So why even bother trying? You know you won't be able to do it. Because it doesn't matter if you don't succeed. What matters is that you tried. It doesn't matter if you only get one little thing done. You got that one little thing done. Yeah, hey, I put my pants on today. Yay. I showered and got dressed. That's like a double yay. Sometimes, some days, those are huge accomplishments. You don't have to build a mansion and have it perfect in a day to be proud of what you're doing and to learn to care again and to try. And then on the flip side of that, I don't want people to say, she's so much worse than I am, yet she's doing it and I'm not, and so feel worse about themselves. Because I know one thing with depression, I really think a big part of depression is your sense of self-worth and self-pride is just crushed. It's not there. So anything that happens, anything that's going on, your first thought is going to be to trash yourself. Forget the trolls that are out there. I did plenty of the trashing myself in the beginning. A lot of it was humor. Some of it was just my weird sense of humor. But some of it was real. It was, anybody would ever say anything, not even negative, but just, I instantly would take it as against me because I thought that that's where I was mentally and emotionally. I just wasn't worth it. So it had to have been a bad thing. You can't compare yourself to others and compare your abilities with the abilities of others. We are all the same. We are all different, but we are all the same. It doesn't matter if you have illness A and I have illness B, and there is no comparison. There is no worse and better. It all depends on the way we're able to deal with it, the way we are able to function. It all depends on what all is happening around us, because all of that is taken into account. Maybe someone's illness isn't quite as bad as I am, but they've got 6 kids at home they're taking care of, and a house, and trying to work, and there are a lot of factors that surround situation or an illness. Maybe they've been ill for 30 years. That adds up. Your ability to tolerate it diminishes the longer it keeps attacking you. You get tired, That's part of being human. In my mind, there is no comparison. This is what you can handle. This is what you can handle. It really does not matter what anyone else can handle. And so I don't want people to make themselves feel worse because they're comparing. Another big reason, and this is probably the biggest reason I don't share my health, the details of my health issues with anyone, with you, with people in my life, with anyone, is I do not want to be defined as my health issue. I am so much more of a person than just, oh gee, some body part went kaput, so that's how people are going to think of me. I don't want that. I still have a personality. I still have a sense of humor. I still have dreams and wants in life. Maybe my goals have had to be rewritten. Maybe how I function in my life and my ability to do what I want to do has had to be completely changed. But I still want to be happy. I still want to smile and laugh. I still want to help my son in any way I can to help him find his happiness in life. I still love to make people laugh. I still have cats, I don't want people to think, oh, Brenda, yeah, she's the one with blah, blah, blah. And that's how they define me. That's how they think of me. I'm not that. I would much rather someone, think, oh, Brenda, she's the crazy purple lady. She's the one with the cats. She's the mouthy, obnoxious one, whatever, however they think of me. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of a story from when I was working. I always stopped at the same gas station on the way to work and got a cup of coffee. And the same kid was there working. And at my 11th cup of coffee, he told me it was free. And I said, no, thank you, but I don't want you to get in trouble for doing that. And he said, no. He said, they apparently had those cards that every time you buy a cup of coffee, you would hole punch it. Now, the customer is supposed to take it with them and hand them to the clerk, but he just kept it back behind the register. And every time I came in, he would hole punch it. So at the 11th coffee, it was free, and he just put it and started a new one, which is super nice of him. And he said if I ever stop in when he's not working, just tell the clerk that it's back there. And he said, I didn't know your name, so I on the back I wrote funny cool lady. So it's like the fact that he thought to do that for me really touched me. But that 5-minute conversations, one 5-minute conversation every day for 10 days, his definition of me was funny cool lady. That was just pretty cool. That was pretty amazing. And I would much rather be thought of as something like that. I would much rather be, I'm really struggling for words tonight, sorry. I would much rather be thought of as by my personality, based on my personality. I guess that's what I'm looking for. Based on my personality, based on my actions, based on how I treat others, not based on which part of my body is 50 years older than the rest of it. And when people know the specifics of your health, that's what they tend to talk about all the time. They don't, if they just know the general, what's how you feeling? And I can, good. That's the only conversation we have to have. And then I can go on, because I don't want to talk about it all the time. I do have other thoughts in my head. I do have other feelings. I am capable of thinking about many, many things. I don't want to dwell on what's going on with my health. I mean, I've been there, done that. You saw my house. I ended up sunk in depression, and I don't want to go back there. So, but if they know all the details, it's like that's what they want to talk about first. And I'd rather not talk about it all the time. I'd rather talk about other things in life, because there is still a lot more to my life. I'm sorry, I'm staring at, it's not doing good at staring at the camera. I'm staring at my face, I guess. And then I'm staring at Addie, who's curled up asleep in the chair. So maybe this whole looking at the camera is not very good at this. But so those are the main reasons why I don't share the specifics of my health. If I am really helping people, I'm going to be able to help them on every level I can. Now that I have spent, holy crap, now that I've spent 18 minutes talking about why I don't share my health specifics, I am going to share one little bit of my health specifics, because this has a lot to do with the dilemma that I'm in. So the other day, I don't know what day today is. What day is today? Today's Friday. All right, so Monday, I apparently was bored and lonely. But before I go there, I'm okay. All right, I'm good. Please don't be worried or concerned about me. I mean, I really appreciate the concern and that so many people seem to care, but please don't be worried. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm no worse and no better than I've been for the past few years. So unfortunately, it's just become par for the course. So please don't be concerned. because on Monday, I apparently was bored and lonely and decided I wanted to take a little cruise around town. And the very nice people at 911 ever so kindly sent an ambulance to take me on a cruise to the hospital. So that was fun. I didn't video any of it. I did send a couple pictures to a friend. She helped pass the hours in the ER before I got to my room. So much better than it would have been on my own. I did suffer a mild heart attack, and I am stressing mild, but I am okay now. Her responses, I mean, when you're in a situation, laughter helps. And her responses made me laugh. So I'm going to share those with you throughout this. I'm pretty sure this one's my favorite. I kind of burst out laughing when I read what she wrote. What are friends for if not to insult you? She always makes me laugh. And then her responses were great. But so like I said, I'm okay. I did have a mild heart attack. Unfortunately, this is not my first heart attack. And most likely, I mean, knock on wood, but most likely it won't be my last. And honestly, that's really all the detail I feel comfortable sharing right now. And this will probably generate a lot of questions, but just so that you know, this is part of the health issues that have debilitated me. Everything has been done and is being done that can be done per 24 doctors in 3 different states over the past several years. But it's just part of my life now. It's happening. And I've just learned how to adjust my lifestyle to lessen the impact of it, I guess, as much as possible. The timing of this was just crappy because I was supposed to be able to move into the apartment this week. But by the time I got done, got out of the hospital, all of that, it couldn't happen. I'm not up to it now. Next week I have to see like a gazillion doctors, or not many, well, a few. Next week I have to see 3 doctors and have a few tests and maybe another procedure. So I think by the time this is all over and done with, things, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And that's my dilemma. I am not up to, I mean, that's one thing, having had this happen before, I've learned my limit, and maybe sometimes I push it a little bit in the beginning, but after the fact, I've learned, okay, it's time to slow back down again. I'm just not up to moving. Even with the boy helping, I mean, I tried to walk down there today only to look at the apartment. Well, I was kind of thinking maybe I could wipe off the stove or the refrigerator, do something very minor and mild. Yeah, I only made it halfway. So it was like, okay, maybe it's time to quit. But the boy, like I said, he's working so many hours learning every part of that new job. And he had the timing of this whole thing. I could not get a hold of him that morning. I kept calling and calling, and his phone wasn't answering. I tried calling like through our private Facebook over the computer. That wasn't answering. And I knew he had worked the night before a long shift. So I figured, well, he's sleeping. I'll just keep trying. Come to find out, he forgot to charge his phone. So it lay there dead, not ringing at him. I tried calling him through Facebook Messenger. No answer. He was home sleeping, but his computer had done one of those Windows automatic update restarts. So his computer was turned off. So it wasn't until he got up, turned everything on, and saw there must have been 50 phone calls from me, missed calls, and another 50 messages. So it's like that was just, both of those are just bad timing. So I called 911, and I was afraid of because I was afraid of the paramedics coming in and Addie getting out when they were, if they were taking me out in the stretcher. So I went out into the lobby thinking I can just sneak away in the ambulance. The lobby was full. Oh my God, there were so many people out there. There's never that many people out there. And I almost turned around and went back and said, never mind. But I was feeling bad enough. I really didn't dare. And the manager was there and he saw me and he's like, he just looked at me and instantly was, what's wrong? And I just told him I called 911. I think I'm having another heart attack. And they were just so nice. I mean, he went and got his mom, and his mom sat with me. They had workers here, and the workers' trucks were like right in front of the front door. So he went and got all of them and had them move their vehicles so that they weren't in the way of the ambulance. And like 5 minutes, the ambulance wasn't there, so he's calling back to 911, and he's like really yelling at them, but adding a sense of urgency to it. So, but they were just really, really nice. But in fact, a few hours later, I was still in the emergency room and was waiting for a room for them to admit me. And he called, asked if I was okay. A couple of the front desk people from the other building texted me, asked if I was okay. They're just really, really nice. After I got home, it was the day after I got back here, his mom knocked on the door, gave me her phone number, and told me to call if I need anything. She's really close. She doesn't do anything. She can be right here and just call. They're just really, really nice people. That being said, I don't think I can't move now. I can't do it. Even with help, I can't do it. And I don't know. I mean, they are remodeling. I know they're remodeling 3 new apartments, and they have people lined up for 2 of them. And I don't want to lose this apartment, but I don't want to ask him to hold it for me, because that's money out of his pocket. He has many employees and several families that they support with these businesses, and they need the money. And they've been so kind and so generous and so caring since I've been here. I don't want to take advantage of that kindness. So I don't want to just ask him to just hold it for me without me paying for it. And in all honesty, I can't afford to pay for this room and the apartment. I don't want to leave us strapped and be right down to nothing. I don't want to ask the manager to go without an income. I mean, honestly, I think he would. And I just don't want to do that. And asking the boy to move me is just an awful lot. And I don't know if I'm up to moving and settling into a new place. And I mean, a lot of it's going to depend on what happens next week when I see the 8 gazillion doctors and what procedures or whatever that they have and they do. So that's my dilemma. I don't know. But then it's like the pouty little whiny part of me. It's like I've been so excited about moving in there and so wanting to get in there and get settled and do all this stuff, and now I can't. And so I'm kind of wanting to throw a little tantrum and say I don't care, I'm gonna anyway. But I've been there, done that. Not a good idea. I am trying to learn from my previous mistakes and to not repeat them. And apparently I've been doing too much of something lately, so it's time to listen to my body and give it a chance to recuperate. So, I mean, I know me. I know what the last time this happened, it took me a good month and a half to be back to where I was before it. I mean, I did get back there. I was able to do things. But it was a month and a half of not being able to do much of anything. That's a long time to pay for 2 places. It's a long time to ask them to hold it for me and not pay. Not pay for it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. He probably would. I don't want to take advantage of their kindness. And I don't know if the boy would be able to do it all. Move me, take me to doctor's appointments and tests over the
next week or a couple of weeks, work all the hours that he's working, and sleep every once in a blue moon. That might be a little too much for him.
I don't know what to do. I know what I want to do. I want to throw a tantrum and say, I don't care. I'll just live out of boxes and go back. I want to be in there. The thing is, I can wait. I guess that's my rationally the not spoiled little brat wanting wanting my apartment right now. That part of me is saying they are turning this whole building into apartments. It's not like that's the only apartment that's going to be available. The other three that they're doing right now are on the other side of the building, and I know I don't want because they face the parking lot. I like the window overlooking the yard. But there's a whole long hallway of like 20 rooms here that will become 10 apartments. I could move into one of, just wait and move into one of these apartments. And it would still be, it's like, but I like that one. To me, the smart thing is to let that apartment go. Wait till I see what's going to happen with all of this. And take the next one that's going to be available on the back side of the building. I don't know. Pretty sure I just rambled a whole lot and didn't make any sense at all. But I wasn't coming to a decision in my head. Well, that's another thing. I haven't even talked to the boy about this or talked to the manager because I have a bad feeling, especially after me just being in the hospital. I have a bad feeling the manager is just going to say yes, whatever you want. And like I said, I don't want to take advantage of them. They've been so nice and so kind and concerned. I have to show you something. Hold on. So one of their family members works in the other building, but he lives in this building too. He gave me these. He said he bought them. He made sure they were purple. He's a young kid, probably my son's age. And it's just so nice of him to. So he found out that the ambulance came and he was all worried about me and he was going to bring him to the hospital. But he worked a couple long shifts, and by the time he got done, I'd already been home. So, I mean, that was nice. It's just how they all are. And so, I really just don't want to take advantage of that, So if it were you, what would you do? I know what I should do for my health. I know what I should do. I know what I want to do. And they're exact opposites. I don't know. But please, like I said, don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm the same as I've been. Well, definitely the same as I've been since you guys have known me. Since I started this channel. And there are a whole lot of different circumstances and situations going on with it that I don't feel comfortable sharing. But just know I've been to 24 doctors in 3 different states. Everything that can be done is being done. So please don't worry about that. Just some things happen, Oh, bad news. Really bad news. I've gained 14 pounds since over the winter. Since I think it was October. Not good. That's not good. I'm sure that's not helping the situation. So it looks like my diet I said I was going to start doing, and I think I thought about it twice, and that's about as far as I got. I guess I need to get a little more serious about that. 14 pounds, that's just crap. I was looking so forward to getting in there and organizing and putting things away and emptying the shed. And I still want to do that. Yeah, I don't think I can. I really don't think I can. I mean, earlier when I said I got showered and got dressed today, and sometimes that was a huge accomplishment today. That was about the it of it. Is there something else I wanted to say? I don't know. Addie's been sleeping. She just woke up, having a little sip of water now. But I would be curious as to your thoughts. I think I was so excited and had my hopes up so much and couldn't wait to do it. And I was like filming things, and I had this whole notebook with things written down about what I'm going to film when and where, and even what I was going to title them. And I think it's just, I don't want to let go of that, even though it may be the best thing for me. I just don't know. I think I'm just being a spoiled little brat, and I want to pretend it didn't happen and want my own way. Hello? Come here. You want to come up here? I know. Come here. They haven't seen you this whole video. You want to come up here? Come here. Here we go. You say hi? Say hi? Aw, I think you slow blinked at them, didn't you? Did you have a nice little nappy? You're falling. Someone did not like me being gone, even with the boy stopping. But she has been, well, you saw in last night's video, in the reminder video, she has been like this since I got back. She did not like me being gone.
There has been an awful lot of this going on since I've been back. I mean, to be honest, there's always an awful lot of this going on. But there's been more of this going on than normal. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm going to the bathroom, she's laying on my feet. She has been attached to me.
However, I think she knew something was going on because she woke me up in the middle of the night by just crying and crying and crying. You know, those really loud cries that she does right in my face. You're falling, aren't you? Her legs are slipping off of my shorts. But she was just crying and crying and crying. Yeah. So I think she knew something was wrong. She was waking me up and telling me to stop it. She was saying, knock it off, lady. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? But like I said, I'm okay. I'm no worse than I've been the past few years. I'm no better than I've been. So I'm the same. So please don't worry. It's just part of my life now. Part of why I started this channel. How's that? Let me know what you think. What would you do if you're in this? What should I do? I know what I should do, don't I? I don't know. Hey, that was my thing you knocked down. Why'd you do that? All right, that's all I got. Thank you very much for listening. Please don't worry. Everything that can be done has been done. I can still super turtle my way through everything. I can still Addie speak that little brat. Like I said, I'm no better or worse now than I was a year ago. And you saw what I was able to do with the house. You've seen what I've done in this room, the different hotel rooms. So please don't worry. I know people are probably going to want to ask a lot of questions. I really don't feel comfortable sharing any more information.
And I hope you will respect my feelings in that matter, and I thank you very much for doing so.
Again, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of our family. And thanks for listening to my ramblings and helping me to get things straight in my head. Semi-straight in my head. What else? I guess that's it. Thank you. You gonna say thank you? Hey, well, come here and say thank you. Well, you know what? I gave them catnip earlier, and now she's like rubbing against the bed. Yes, I'm talking to you. I can put the flowers here. What do you think? Come here. Come here. She loves these flowers. You want to come see the flowers? You can come see them. You want to walk over top of my coffee cup. Thank you. It's very kind of you. It always tastes better with some cat fur in it. You want to see them? She likes these flowers. I don't know if they're bad for her. She hasn't been chewing them. She just keeps sniffing them and trying to rub her face against them. Which means spilled peanut butter jar. That's my face. All right. So how about a screenshot of, come here. You be cute. Be cute. And look at the flowers. How's that? Aw, yeah. Say hi, peoples. Pull away from my kiss, little brat. Did you see that? That's preteen right there. My friends are looking, Mom. Don't kiss me. I heard that from about 9 years old until 28 years old.
Thanks again for watching and listening. Take care and toodles.